Hello learners, welcome to the complete ethical hacking course, and we have just completed our previous module and we are proceeding to our next chapter, which is social engineering. And now we are proceeding to the first chapter, which is social engineering part 1. So let's proceed to it. So what is social engineering? Social engineering, in the context of information security, refers to the psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or divulging confidential information. A type of confidence trick for the purpose of information gathering, fraud, or system access. It differs from a traditional con in that it is often one of many steps in a more complex fraud scheme. Social engineering, in simple words, if I talk about what is social engineering, manipulation the other person verbally, that is called social engineering. Techniques of social engineering. First, pretexting. Pretexting, also known in the UK as blacking or bohoing, is the act of creating and using an invented scenario to engage a targeted victim in a manner that increases the chance the victim will divulge information or perform actions that would be unlikely in ordinary circumstances. This technique can be used to fool a business into disclosing customer information as well as by private investigators to obtain telephone records, utility records, banking records, and other information directly from company service representatives. Phishing. Phishing is a technique of fraudulently obtaining private information. Typically, the phisher sends an email that appears to come from a legitimate business, a bank or credit card company, requesting verification of information and warning of some dire consequence if it is not provided. The email usually contains a link to a fraudulent web page that seems legitimate. Just like if I give you an example, like there is a Facebook page, and if I create a fake page of Facebook and send it to you, and you log in that fake Facebook page, the credentials of your username and password will come to me. That is called phishing. Tailgating. An attacker seeking entry to a restricted area secured by unattended electronic access control (RFID) card simply walks in behind a person who has legitimate access. Following common courtesy, the legitimate person will usually hold the door open for the attacker, or the attackers themselves may ask the employee to hold it open for them. The legitimate person may fail to ask for identification for any of several reasons, or may accept an assertion that the attacker has forgotten or lost the appropriate identity token. Spear phishing. Phishing is similar to spear phishing. Phishing is like we are not targeting anyone. If someone logins in the Facebook page, they we get their credentials. But spear phishing is we are targeting a single person or a single organization. So if you're targeting on a person, then that is called spear phishing. It is the main difference between phishing attacks because phishing campaigns focus on sending out high volumes of generalized emails with the expectation that only a few people respond. On the other hand, spear phishing emails require the attacker to perform additional research on their targets in order to trick end users into performing requested activities. The success rate of spear phishing attack is considerably higher than phishing attacks, with people opening roughly 3% of phishing emails when compared to roughly 70% of potential attempts. However, when users actually open the email, phishing emails have a relatively modest 5% success rate to have the link or attachment clicked when compared on to a spear phishing attack's 50% success rate. So this is the introduction of social engineering. This is the part 1 phase. In next video, we will learn more techniques about social engineering.